Nothing about me like complaining or fighting with others.
So guys, I thought we should all come together because you're about to embark, if you haven't already, your 150th race in Formula E. We all met nearly 12 years ago, which is slightly terrifying, and I think it is now time for a trip down memory lane. Tell me what memories it brings you back. If we can cue this, VT, there are a few fresh faces.
Look at that. Couldn't even grow a beard.
Yeah, exactly. He was. My beard was the same.
You haven't changed much, actually.
Oh, man.
You,
I guess
you
I had
neither.
more hair.
Buemi also.
You look the same.
Okay, so, you know, nothing much has changed. Just 12 years has passed. What does it remind you, season one? What memories does it bring back?
I'm going to be fully honest here. I was a little bit embarrassed to say that I was racing Formula E. This is the honest truth, because I was close to going to Formula One and whatever, and then I stayed in Formula One as a test driver. And Sébastien Vettel, he was a huge fan of DTM, which I was racing at the time as well. And he was like, man, DTM is good, but what are you doing in Formula E? What are you doing? Electric cars? No, no, no. So when I won that race there in Argentina, I almost didn't celebrate, you know, I was a little bit embarrassed. And a few years later, when I won the championship, like, he was one of the guys to text me, congrats. So it shows how much respect we've gained across the motorsport world. And yeah, I mean, you have to understand, 12 years ago when they tell us we're going to race electric cars, for us was very strange, you know. But it's probably the best thing that's happened to my career, was to commit to this from day one.
Would you agree? I mean, obviously you guys are still doing it, so you must enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm a bit biased to say that was very important to make Formula E, but I was the first one to actually believe in Alejandro's idea and Alberto and trying to push it. And I believe in electric cars. I always believed that sooner or later the electric was gonna get the respect, but it was hard. At the beginning, you're right, to start and to get the drivers and to get good drivers, like to get like the four of us plus all the other drivers that were in the championship.
Jeff, you missed the first two races, I think, then joining in Punta del Este. How did you feel going to the first race? Almost, I guess you were slightly on the back foot.
Yeah, completely. I mean, I didn't know what was Formula E. I didn't even know there was the first race. I mean, I was obviously exiting Formula One through the small door. So I had no manager. I had no career path after F1. So I discussed with the team, Andretti. They're willing to test you for a race. If you're okay, I call them back and then you can go to the race. And I say, okay, why not? I mean, how much do they pay? You say, nothing. And
really?
Yeah, nothing. For the first race. For the first race. And so, okay then, I mean, I had nothing else to do. I said, why not? And when is the next race? Oh, you have to leave tomorrow morning. I said, where? Punta del Este. I had no idea where it was. So yeah, I came in like completely fresh.
Well, let's take a look at some good memories, your first wins.
This race was Argentina. When you crashed, I had a suspension failure.
I started P8 and I overtook one guy only, and I won this race. Everybody crashed.
Everybody retired.
And the best thing was, on the plane you told me, connect the front bars. And I connected the front bars and I won the race. And then you said, man, I shouldn't have told you.
I mean, the cars are so much faster. Looking back at that footage,
Yeah,
it's like we're in shakedown mode.
But it's a misconception that faster cars are harder to drive. What Seb pointed out, which has a good point, is mainly the competition that drives how hard the championship is. And we had great drivers from the beginning. So the cars were not fast, but they were super tricky. They were way more manual. Like when the regen in the beginning of the race started to kick in, you had to manually change the brake balance, otherwise you would spin completely.
I did a few of those.
Yeah, so it
I
was.
forgot that.
So remember that you had to change it, like put the brake forward.
hard.
And the same at the end of the stint with
Yeah,
the.
you were losing it.
Yes,
You had to go back.
Yeah, exactly. So there were a lot of different aspects of it that it made it super nice. And what I feel in the beginning is that everybody was in the same boat and everybody could see that the championship was year by year getting better and better.
Yeah.
Like it was, I think, a great moment of a new championship being born and getting better every year.
Who remembers jumping from one car to the other? Who fell over? Someone must have made a mistake.
I know Jeff was, his shins were bleeding all the time.
No, but without the time, you had to practice so much. And a single seater is not made for you to go out fast, yes, because you need to get out, but to go in was not that straightforward, especially because you had to go in with the steering on. So you had to find a...
You're making on purpose the seat a bit too wide, just to make it easy to go in and out.
Okay.
So, I
So
mean,
when you
with-
do your seat fitting, they made it bigger for you, kind of.
around the legs, you were trying to gain some space, you know, to be able to...
Remember they were
Seatbelts
testing
were
you?
like pre-clipped.
Yeah, but for a quick car now, that wouldn't be possible, you know.
And now finally, the champion of 2015-16, Sébastien Buemi.
You want to see what it means to them.
What's happening there?
I'm sure Seb remembers this.
You won,
An
but you
emotional
didn't look
day.
happy.
It was a year later.
New York? It's New York?
I think it's when the French team won the World Cup as well.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
That was a good
same
weekend.
day, same
Yeah,
day.
that was a good weekend.
You both guys got a message from your president, no? Like when you won the title. You too,
He
right?
called me. This was a few years later. The COVID championship.
This was the championship year that
And
everyone
there's no
wanted
one.
to forget.
There's no one there.
Could you even? Oh, at least you got a little hug. Not many celebrations
Yeah, you see a hug.
afterwards.
I got a hug from Jeff.
That's
It was
nice.
Good. Good days, good days.
What do you remember about the year when Seb won the championship? Because you guys were like tight rivals. Season 2 and season 3.
Season 2 it was more of a tight fight than season 3. Season 3 he had a rocket in his
but he
hand,
missed-
like the
he
same way as
missed
I
two
had in
races.
season 4.
A rocket in the wall, no? That's
No,
why
no,
crashed,
he had a rocket during the season. He won 6 races in a row. How many races?
Yeah, 6 total. But
4
then I
races in
scored
a
6
row.
times 0. Win or 0. I mean, I missed 2 races.
He missed to New York.
No, we had good fights in the first 3-4 seasons. It was fun.
Yeah, do you think it was more intense there, the competition, than it is now, or is it just the same?
It was just different form of racing, I think.
I would say now there are more competitive cars. I think the first couple of years we saw a fight between 2 or 3 teams, and now I would say probably 95% of the teams can win races.
Antonio, when you won that championship year, though, it was the COVID year, we were in Berlin. We'd been in Berlin for like 9 days. It was a crazy, very bizarre time, but you won with such dominance. What memories brings back from that time? Because it was a strange...
I mean, we were a very strong team at the time, strong team, strong teammates, so we were working extremely hard. I was coming from BMW at the time, which was already we won some races and it was a good team, but I could see the good influence that Jeff had on that group of French people, that they were extremely hard workers and they pushed me to be a little bit better. But anyway, then COVID came and all of that happened, so there was as we could see, there was nobody there. But the cool thing, the good memory I have, there's no cameras, there's no nothing. But everybody, the whole circus, the whole Formula E circus was staying at the same hotel. And when I walked in the dinner room that we had allocated times, I don't know, it was maybe 500 people having dinner there. And everybody stood up and clapped for me. And that was probably the coolest moment that nobody got to see, but that was the closest thing I got to some kind of a celebration.
Jeff, what memories does it bring back for you, winning your first World Championship?
I don't really remember.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, all I know is that it was the day where France won the World Cup, and I think it was a good day.
You got the trophy to prove it. It did happen. We've got the clips. We couldn't not bring
It's
this
a
clip
shame
in, Seb.
we're not listening to this, but
Yeah.
Seb is.
You were in the
Wait,
firing line.
look at my teammate's
Antonio.
nose.
What
My
happened?
teammate's nose back there is broken, and that's what Seb thought I did, but it wasn't me. Man,
How did he call you on the radio?
Man, my mechanic, he was a ex-military American. He was ready. Look at him. He's ready to grab you, man.
I remember that one.
This was a good one as well.
Looking back,
To be honest, I had the right to be there.
yeah, you had.
But
I should have left.
But
a
I
bit
was
of room
so
also.
slow. Like Lucas qualified at the back, and he was behind me for 5 or 6 laps, and
There is nothing about me like complaining or fighting with others.
There were just too many.
yeah, this
We
is
could have
strange.
picked one.
We had a few moments.
I think everybody, if you race for 150 races, for sure we had moments. We had good moments.
But all still smiling, all still friends at the end of it. I mean, in those 12 years, we've all got married. I think we've got 10 children between us, and there've been an undisclosed number of hair transplants.
Just Antonio, you're a bit slow on that.
I'm
You
pushing.
need
You need
to
to catch up.
qualifying mode now.
I will start it.
It's happening. It's
What did you
happening.
say the last thing was?
I said an undisclosed amount of hair transplants.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm not pointing any fingers, but just, you know.
50%.
It's been a long journey.
I'm already suffering with a bit of FOMO from the future because I know once our time is up, the series will take off and the drivers will be mega basically what's happening with F1 right now, and we will be forgotten.
Never.
We will be forgotten.
Never.
Well,
It will
it's
never
it's
be like the
better
good
that
old
this
days.
happens than if the series does not exist
100%.
anymore.
100%.
So
I know,
actually,
but
I hope
can't
it
help.
does.
Me too, but
Yeah.
I can't help to have a bit of FOMO.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, guys, thank you so much. I know you've got a very, very busy weekend ahead. Enjoy your 150th race this weekend for you. You've already had yours, and yours are coming up soon. And good luck for the next 12 years.